Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys!
What's up?
What's down?
Hello, my name is Mariama.
And my name is Padwina Tresna.
We are from Math Education 2018.
From Mathematics and Science Faculty,
State University of Jakarta.
So now we are going to learn about the mathematical theorem that you have to know.
The theorem that have unique statement and usually used to find the sides of triangle.
Yeah, it's a Pythagorean theorem.
Or usually called Pythagorean Theorem.
Maybe all of you is wondering, what is theorem?
Or who in the world is Pythagoras?
Before we answer that,
let's take a look about the history of Pythagorean Theorem.
First, theorem is a statement that can be demonstrated to be true by accepted mathematical operation and argument.
In general, a theorem is an embodiment of some general principle that makes it part of a large theory.
The process of showing the theorem to be correct is called a proof.
Also, Pythagoras is adapted from the name of ancient Greek mathematician that proved the theorem called Pythagoras. Well, historians aren't completely sure it was actually Pythagoras that proved it.
Okay, after we know the history,
we have to learn the base of this theorem. So, let's check it out.
Anyway, the main thing that you need to know is that Pythagorean theorem describes an important geometric relationship between the three sides of a right triangle. We will learn the relationship in just several minutes.
But first, there's several things that you will need to know to understand the Pythagorean theorem.
The things is an angle and a triangle. And you also need to know a little bit about square roots and exponents.
Even though the theorem is talk about geometry, but you have to learn about basic of algebra to actually use it. You have to know about variables and how to solve basic algebraic equation that involve exponent.
okay, I think we are ready to learn about the Pythagorean theorem.
So, let's start to learn the Pythagorean theorem.
The
Pythagorean theorem can be defined by several different ways, but the one we like the best goes like this. For a right triangle with legs x and y and hypotenuse z, it can be x squared plus y squared equals z squared. As you can see, the Pythagorean theorem doesn't apply to all triangles. It only applies to right triangles. As you know, the right triangles always include one right angle on the corner. That's usually marked with the square right angle symbol to help you identify it. You have to know which angle is a right angle to help you find the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side of the right triangle and always be the opposite side of right angle. Another sides are called legs. That's always be the side that touch the right angle itself.
The Pythagorean theorem, just remember that the hypotenuse is always C in the formula above. Look at the following example to see pictures of the formula. So, if we have the example like this, how do we solve it? Step 1. Identify the leg and the hypotenuse of the right triangle. The leg have length 6 and 8. X is the hypotenuse because it is opposite of the right angle. Step 2. Substitute the values into the formula. Remember, C is the hypotenuse. Step 3. Solve the unknown. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals to x squared. X equals to the square root of 6 squared plus x squared. X equals to the square root of 36 plus 64. X equals to the square root of 100. So, x is equal to 10. So, we can get that the length of the hypotenuse is 10.
Besides that, we can use the Pythagorean Theorem to test triangle to see if it's truly a right triangle. You know, in case you are not already sure about the hypotenuse or the shape of triangle. For example, what if someone give you this triangle and ask, is this a right triangle? Well, it looks a lot like a right triangle, but it doesn't have a right angle symbol, and it will be kinda hard to tell if this angle is exactly 90 degrees just by looking at it. Maybe it's close to 90, like 88.5 degrees or something. This triangle have 4, 4, and 5 sides. Now, we can consider that 5, the longest sides at this triangle, can be the hypotenuse. We can use the basic theorem. X squared plus y squared equals z squared. Now, we can plug those values of sides on the formula. 4 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. We get 32 equals 25. Is it true? Of course it's not. So, we can tell that this triangle is not a right triangle.
So that's all from us.
Remember, you can get good at math just by watching videos about it.
You actually need to practice solving math problems.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like,
Comment
and subscribe. Bye-bye.
maybe all of you is maybe the
Maybe all.
Pythagorean Theorem.
Or usually use.
Mati.